Try think of a bench that can match our bench.
Yeah, the bench looks good. I'm not sure about Faf.
I was gonna say, my worry with that bench is Faf du Plessis. Damien at Western Province plays fullback. He comes to the Springboks, they put him at fly half.
Yeah, no.
Ahead of Manila Bok,
Yeah.
who is number 1 at Province. That's flawed. Damian Willemse is a fullback. Let's leave this. We've got enough centers.
Yeah, no.
Leave the centers alone. Play the man in his position. That's my feeling.
No, I hear you. I can't disagree.
You know?
And we need to give him an opportunity in the right position before we judge him. We can't,
Wade.
I saw a thing on Wayde this morning.
Yeah.
I saw a thing on Wayde, and touch wood, the fellow can get back to his former glory because we miss him, man. We miss having someone to cheer for at these championships.
Uzimbini didn't do too badly as well.
Who's the lady?
No,
Akani Simbini.
Hey, this guy, man. Help me with the pronunciation.
Simbini.
I'm thinking about a chick. Simbini. Okay, he's saying Simbini. That model C accent I was telling you about. Simbini.
But guys, Tata said, sport is what's gonna get us as a nation. Do you agree with me?
I want the money. I want the money.
Start speaking about Tata. Can
It's
we
a
just
child.
end it here?
It's the Rugga Muffin Show. I'm MXO.
Mnigelo.
And the show is all about rugby, sports, all the fun things.
That's it. Today, we speak about the Rugby Championship.
Yeah.
I know that we are 2 rounds too late, but we're here now.
Yeah.
We saw they announced the Springbok squad this afternoon. Have you seen it?
I've seen a little bit, but there's some telling signs there. You see Grant Williams. The selection of Grant Williams tells me something. I think we're going to see a different kind of box side coming in this weekend. It's going to be a mix between brute strength, dominance up front, but there's going to be a lot of running to be had. I have a feeling. I respect Argentina, and I know and I hope they're going to give us a tough game. That being said, we're going to have to execute our plan in spite of what they come with.
I hear you, but if you look at the Springbok squads that have been, they pick good backlines. They pick running backs. They pick fast players. But we tend to hog the ball with the forwards. You think Grant Williams is going to be that change that...
Yeah, absolutely. I think between Grant Williams and Manili Bok, the plan, because Manili Bok is not much of a kicker. That's not his strong point. And then also, if you look at the fact that Mambimbi is not in, that Mambimbi plays for a kicking game. That's why.
Why is he Mambimbi? Is he not Mapimbi?
Mapimpi. Yeah.
Okay.
Mapimpi.
Same WhatsApp group. Makazole Mapimpi.
Yeah, the reason why Mapimpi is not in there, it's because then he plays to the high ball. And I think because Manili Bok is not that kind of a player, we are running.
I think maybe let's go through the back line.
Number 15, Leroux. Number 14, Colby. Number 13, Creel. Number 12, inside center, right? Dialende. The other wing, number 11, Arendse, Libok, fly half, scrum half, Williams.
Okay, let's start at 15. Vili, I've got issues with Vili, personally. I think he's a has-been, and I think he leaves us a bit vulnerable at the back. He's got a good pass on him, but I think we can move from him. You could pick Damian Willems at 15. And that opens the back line up for me.
Yeah.
What's your feeling?
I'm a bit fond of the old guy, I must say. You know, I'm not saying we don't have exceptional talent in the space, but it has seemed at the times where we haven't backed him at all. That's when the man tends to show through for us, when we're really in trouble. There's a few games I remember. Yes, and it's only a few games, but it's games we needed to win, and the guy has come through. And I think he still has an eye for space and playing people into position. He's very good at that still. And how he's been playing in Japan shows that he's got a little bit of talent to still give, you know.
And then, I mean, you look at a guy like Jesse Kriel coming in and them dropping Lucanio Arm. For me, I think for many of us, Lucanio is the best center in the world by a long shot. And Jesse, for me, has been an average player at best.
For me, that's where I have a gap also in that backline. That backline tells me they're going to go for it. But with Jesse, I'm not quite sure. The best Jesse we saw, I don't know how far back that was. Maybe it was 6-7 years ago. I'm not sure. When he was playing with Jans for Steffontein, that guy, when they had that partnership, that's when they were really clicking. And
Jesse, when he was at the Bulls.
Yes, and that's the best Jess I've ever seen. I haven't seen that Jess from my side. Maybe the coaches know something we don't. I also struggle with Jess. That's where I struggle.
And then you've got, Damien, we know why they pick him. He's going to take it up to the advantage line, bulldoze, and hopefully create space for players outside.
Yeah, and have the ability to offload as well. And for these guys, you need that. That's part of his game that's been underestimated. It's his offload game. Vili's no Jesse. Vili has given us some stuff. He has.
I don't think so, man. Vili will give one good pass. I watched him in the match against New Zealand, in New Zealand. The fellow on defense is useless. And he gave one pass, like you said earlier. He sees the space, he gives the pass. But he'll give you one of those, maybe two at best.
Yeah.
I don't think...
he's got no contribution.
And also, for me, it's also a long-term thing or a medium-term thing. Uvili is a dinosaur.
I can't deny that. But when we say we've got other talent for the position, he's one of the better talents that
Hold
we
on.
have.
Do you think Uvili is better than this colored guy?
Damian Willems.
Yeah, because I think Damian would do better there.
Not at all. But I'm saying
pace-wise, he's fresh.
Yes.
Sidesteps, Uvili. I think he likes kicking. Atungufafu just plays at the back. Even defensively, I can't rate him.
You know, but if you say top three, he is part of the top three.
Top three where?
Here, the guys we have.
But he's
to.
old.
He's good enough for now, for this World Cup. We're not talking about the next one. This one.
You know, my feeling is that Jacques Ninaba has got his guys. So your Vili will get picked, whether Damian Willems is playing the best rugby of his life. If Vili is available and fit, he will pick Vili over any fullback. That's my feeling. And the same thing with Damian Dialendi.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if you've got a sparkling center.
Yeah.
Uba, Damian is fit and ready to play. He will play ahead of anyone.
Yeah.
And that's how they roll. I mean, we speak about Jacques is the coach, and Ras is the boss.
Yeah.
But I feel like Rassi makes the call and Jacques toes the line.
Yeah. Maybe that's what works for them. These guys have been going through their career together for a very long time. And to a certain extent, I understand why they have faith in certain players. Sometimes as a coach, you probably need guys you know what they're going to deliver, and those are your anchoring points, and then you put talent around.
Yeah, I hear you, but if you're playing Argentina in South Africa, what are the chances it's going to be a tough match? I know if you look at last year's championship, Argentina couldn't touch us. They beat New Zealand, they beat Australia. They couldn't touch us.
Yeah.
And I think Argentina coming to South Africa is a challenge for them.
Yes and no, because if we saw what they did last week, I'll admit it was in Argentina. They were playing at home, but there's a marked improvement in what they are they delivering.
Chief. Last week for me, last week the challenge in yard sticking last week is that Australia is in trouble, Chief.
No, for sure.
Eddie Jones has gone and picked up a lemon. That's what I think. He picked up a lemon. That team is. I think that team would struggle against Italy even, as it stands.
Yeah.
So we cannot go on last week's result against Australia and say Argentina is going to come here and do miracles.
Yeah.
I don't buy that.
Yeah, and Italy is taking some big names. We've even been taken by Italy. So if you're weak, you will lose against Italy.
You know what they say? Even a clock with no batteries right twice a day.
Yeah.
So I mean, it will happen.
What's your guys' take on the wings? Arendse, I thought Arendse played really well against the was it? No, not
Against
against
New Zealand.
No, not
against Australia.
Against
I
Australia.
didn't see the one against New Zealand, but
Yeah.
against Australia, I was impressed.
Yeah.
Right, and then there's Ukolbi. Noma Pimpi, he's not even on the bench. He's not in the squad. Yeah. And then Uam is on the bench. That decision. Damian Willems is also on the bench. What's happening there?
I have a feeling also, I hope they do it. I would like to see Damian on the center. And if they test him with Uam, I'd like to see that.
So
but
inside Willems, Arm on the outside.
I'm not sure how they're going to do it because they're a similar player.
But if they are forced to do that to me, where would you place them?
No.
Who's inside, who's outside?
Do you know what the problem is, with Damian at Western Province plays fullback. He comes to the Springboks, they put him at flyer.
Yeah, no.
Ahead of Manila Bok,
Yeah.
who is number 1 at Province. That's flawed. Damian Willemse is a fullback. Let's leave this. We've got enough centers.
Yeah, no.
Leave the centers alone. Play the man in his position. That's my feeling.
No, I hear you. I can't disagree.
You know?
And we need to give him an opportunity in the right position before we judge him. We can't, Yeah.
And then the wings. You've got 2 small guys. Kurtley Arendse and Cheslin Kobe.
Yeah.
And I've got no issue with that
Same.
because they've both got pace. And I don't think Argentina is going to put up and unders up because I think that's why they picked Mapimpi against New Zealand, is that he's bigger so he can compete for the up and under. But with Argentina, I don't think that's an issue.
And I get what me is saying because I think Argentina, they're smallish now in stature and they're quite agile, right? So I think they will meet them. Which strengths are
Yeah.
But yeah, those guys are beefy, eh?
Argentinians.
Yeah, they're beefy.
Colby is a bit beefy, but he's very short.
They're
right?
tiny. Those
know.
boys are
Serious?
tiny.
Compared to those
yeah.
Argentinians.
Hence, I know. I think what they're going for now is they're gonna skin people alive. Eh? Those guys.
Who's gonna skin who?
Us. We have runners there. That backline is full of runners and passers of ball.
But Argentina now, they've got a lot of runners, right?
It's different.
Okay,
So something's gonna happen. I think something significant is gonna happen. We're gonna show some talent. We're gonna play in a way we haven't played up until now. I have a feeling.
I think we've done the back line. Maybe let's look at the forwards. One thing I'm excited about is Utreva Nyagane is back.
Oh,
he's on
that's
the
good.
bench,
Yeah,
but
that's
he's back. Malcolm Marx is starting ahead of Bongimbo Nambi. I don't know if that's the right approach.
Should we go through them or you just pick them up as you go?
I think throw some at us.
So the front row, Kishoff,
Yeah.
Marx, Malherbe.
Yeah.
And
It's solid there.
That's a strong
solid there.
starting front row.
Yeah.
My feeling, again, like I just said, Malcolm Marx coming off the bench will destroy anyone. Anyone. So starting him, I'm not sure if Bongi offers the same dynamism when he comes off the bench. Malcolm Marx running at tired people is a problem, Chief.
And this is where I understand the coaching staff with the bomb squad. Mbongi Mbonambi, most starting hookers, he can handle them. Most world starting hookers, Mbongi Mbonambi can match them. Now you've got a guy who's matching the very best in the world for 40 minutes. And then you put arguably the best hooker in the world, second half, when most people don't have, in fact, I'll almost say no one has a guy like Mark sitting on the bench.
But I suppose the argument could be that the Argentina front row is old, and so is the bench. So it might be that the thinking is that whether Bongi comes off the bench or Malcolm comes off the bench, these guys that they play against are old. So Bongi is going to give the same dynamism coming off the bench.
No one can match. Like you said, no one can match Marx. And I like the system.
The bomb squad thing.
Yes. Because now, think of a bench that can match our bench.
Yeah, the bench looks good. I'm not sure about Faf.
I was gonna say, my worry with that bench is Faf du Plessis.
Yeah.
Because
Faf
Faf de Klerk, not
yeah.
du Plessis.
No, that's my only concern.
Yeah.
You've got a guy who's running at you for however long Grant is gonna play for, and then you get Faf coming on, and he's just kicking possession away.
I that's all the time. Okay, so let's look at the locks. It's Etzebeth and Ori. I don't know Ori.
Marvin Ori, he's a good guy.
Lions, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
What's Neyman?
He's not at the Lions anymore.
Who else is there?
He's not at the Lions.
Oh, Neyman is on the bench.
He's at
Okay.
Province now, yeah.
Cool. So
No,
do you
I'm
think
lying, he's at the Sharks? Is he at the is it Province or Sharks?
I think he's at Province. I think Province sounds right.
I think he's at
you look at the wrong guy? I don't know, guys.
Ah.
And then your loose forwards are Van Staden at number 6, Dutour at number 7. Van Meulen is captain. What's that all about? I thought Etzebeth was captain.
Let's talk about Eben's captaincy for a second.
Yeah.
Guys, I think Eben displayed and demonstrated to us that experience, the number of caps, does not necessarily mean you are a front leading leader. So Eben is a leader in that he's got experience, and he leads by how he plays.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I don't
for
think
sure.
he's a captain leader.
Yeah.
And that showed.
Yeah. For me, we all know the qualities of Eben and what he delivers. And I think he's one of those guys, you want to free him of that kind of responsibility. You want to let him do what he does best. So I think I agree with the decision there to let Eben be Eben and deliver the best he can.
Let Dwayne lead.
Yeah. Dwayne is got the finer points when it comes to leadership and decision making. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too different from Sia actually.
Yeah. And did you see how the man played against when he came in against
the bench
against New Zealand? He's wanted the clock back.
No, he's a bulldozer.
Yeah, he's wanted the clock
He's
back.
a bulldozer. Yeah. And that's our strong point. We cannot beat about. We want to see a running back line, but that's off the foundation of the forwards putting in the hard yards and the hard work.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I think I know Umni is not gonna like this one. Can you predictions? Can you predict what's gonna happen? Who's gonna win? How many tries we're gonna score with that strong backline?
I would like us to supersede New Zealand's score, and I would like us to show a dominant display.
Which was what, 35?
Yeah, wasn't it 40? 42 or 43. I think it was
It was
42,
a
43.
it was a
yeah.
biggish score.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like us to not match but exceed New Zealand's score. I want a hard game up front, so we're playing off structure, and I want us to earn the right to run, and I want the boys to run riot. I want to conservatively say 40-15, but my heart is looking for 60-15.
No, look, I think it's gonna be an easy Springbok win. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. Argentina can play,
Mm-hmm.
and on the right day, Argentina can beat anyone. But I don't think they've got it. I think it's gonna be I'll call it a 16-point game.
Okay. So I was right, by the way. It was 35-20.
Oh, really? Ah.
Okay. So I can't
Bench
even call
warmer
it.
calling us out. Here we go.
Yeah.
I think I should be the coach here.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I didn't watch the game, but I saw Kwagga Smith's try. Did he score 2 tries or 1?
No, he scored one.
One.
It was a good one, eh?
Had a very average game right through. He had quite an average, indifferent game. But second half, when the bomb squad came out, he came through for us. You saw the try. And for me, Kwagga embodies what makes South Africa great. Because if aliens came here and said to us, give us a rugby team to play for your lives. If they lose, we kill all of you guys. I would say All Blacks. No doubt. I'd bring in the All Blacks, take them. The All Blacks I can trust with that kind of a duty. But no team in the world embodies what Kwagga has. And besides other Springboks. You saw what happened from that's an underdog. No one expected. He went through like 4 or 5 players.
You see,
All Blacks.
You see, Kwagga Smith, for me, is the epitome of what the bomb squad is. You cannot start Kwagga Smith like they did 2 weeks ago. I think Kwagga Smith is a great bench player because he comes in, he's fresh, he's fast, he's busy, but if he makes mistakes,
For sure.
and that can cost you. But if you bring him on in the second half when everyone's tired,
And the game is open. Yeah.
So we're good for this one. What else is happening this weekend? Or what else happened in the sporting arena? Or is there something you want to add on the Rugby Championship?
Well, Australia is playing Eddie Jones versus the All Blacks.
Letsile one.
Yeah. And this is Eddie Jones against a foe he knows intimately. There may be a surprise there. There might be a surprise there.
Australia's on one leg, Chief. I said this earlier. That team is weak.
Yeah.
Weak.
Quade Cooper is still there. Can he still play?
You see, for me, those are some of the decisions Eddie Jones made.
Questions that
made me
need
think.
answers.
Yeah. That made me think. Yeah.
Kedley Bill is no longer there, right?
No.
Those are the only players, not cricket. I don't know of any
No,
other players. That's why I bought an Australia shirt.
The captain, Michael Hooper, is injured.
Mm.
Well, the co-captain.
So, you're calling it New Zealand walk over.
Walk in the park. It's in Australia, but it's a walk in the park.
I think we're going to get a surprise there. The score, even the margins are not going to be as big as we expect.
If you had to bet on this one, Hollywood Bets is here, or Bet 10, or what's the other one? Whatever. Where would you put your money?
I'm almost good enough to put my house on it. Eddie Jones is getting nothing on Saturday. The Mile Chief.
Sesko Sam, Songes Brown.
I guess we'll be back next week to say who was right. It's always a bragging right in sports to say, what did I tell you?
Yeah.
And then I think we can't leave here without speaking about Banyana at the World Cup. They made a good showing in the opening match.
Yeah.
Did you see any of it?
I'll admit I didn't watch it.
I watched.
Yeah. And
I was impressed.
yeah.
Up until the substitutions with Sweden. And they killed us with their set pieces.
Yeah.
The height killed
They're
us.
taller. They're bigger than us.
We don't have any solid players in the back, man. The veteran lady was in Popo Mutlo. She was not there. Well, towards the end, I watched. I think the last 20 minutes. The lady, the Africana lady, has left. Right, the captain, former captain.
No, she hasn't left, but she's
still
not
there?
in the squad. Yeah, she hasn't left, but she's not in the
But
squad.
She wasn't
Mdala.
picked.
Oh,
And I think even the
Mdala.
last World Cup for me, she was too old.
Yeah, Mdala.
So I share your sentiment. She left for me.
And we were gonna get tired. That last 25 minutes, we were just defending.
Yeah, but
I can count the number of balls that our striker, famous striker, what's that name again? I keep forgetting his name.
John.
Yes.
So Uti Asko fit.
No. We fit,
Yeah.
but height killed us with our set pieces. And the staying power we didn't have because we were defending for most of the second
half.
part of the second half.
Yeah, I'm worried when you lose the game in the dying moments. You should be
No,
able
but
to
you should
close
have
out
seen
games.
that game, man. The set pieces, bruh. We have short people like me. It's like me playing against you guys at the back.
Our tallest player is our goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And she's short, swart woman, ne? Or
she-
I mean,
yeah.
the swart
Yeah,
woman that was there.
She's short.
Yeah.
And she's the,
But I'm hopeful against Argentina. Argentina lost against Italy 1-0. So, you know what I was thinking this morning? What if it ends up 4-4-4-4? We beat Argentina and then we draw with Italy. Then the same happens
I
with
think
Sweden. and-
it then becomes a goal difference thing.
Yeah, and then we'll probably lose it.
No, you
man.
can't- you can't
If
decide.
Hey,
other
they're
guys-
looking good, MXO.
I'm
man.
saying if the other guys have a higher goal
But you don't
difference-
watch soccer, man. So
But I understand that there are some teams like I think in the junior World Cup that we're playing right now, England didn't lose a game.
how did we play, by the way? How did we
The boys did
fourth
well,
place
bro.
final, ne? Well,
We were
three,
third,
4.
we're number three, bro.
Who won that
We're
thing?
number 3, and we were getting crapped on
It
the
was France. It
whole.
was not
It's
France.
France. Dominant win. Dominant. win.
Actually, someone was saying, do you know Jerome?
Oh,
Is it-
Jerome.
is it-
Oh, yeah.
France is going to win the World Cup.
This World Cup.
Yeah.
Look, can I say this? France has been the best team in the world for the past 2 years.
Yeah, for sure.
Ireland, Wales, haven't they
No,
been
no.
playing well? Who's been playing well between Wales and Ireland? I
France
think
has been the best
Yeah,
team in the
Ireland.
world for the past 2 years.
Okay.
And France have got the home advantage. But the World Cup is another
It's
animal.
another.
Yeah, man.
Pressure.
Okay, we're back to rugby. Can we talk about something else? So, Banyana, how far do you see them go? Are they going to beat Argentina?
I hope my heart and my mind are working together on this one. I hope Bafana,
Banyana.
Banyana, sorry. Hey, Bafana Bandoni. Yes, those guys.
Yo, bro.
The less said about them, the
Yo.
better. ne?
Yo.
I'm getting stressed now just mentioning them.
Tell them Petering.
No,
Angeni
Banyana, I hope they get out of the group stages.
Yeah. Then anything is possible.
That's
eh?
my hope.
And Nigeria seems to be performing there. Zambia didn't play well. I think they lost 4-0. Hope they pull up their socks.
I watched that match. Zambia was weak.
Yeah, no, it did. They lost 5-0 actually. I think there was a goal, a penalty. They had to retake it to Japan.
Zambia
eh?
was weak.
Anyway, there's also something interesting happening with athletics. Tebogo, Letsile Tebogo, 20 old from Botswana, ran a 19.5. He was catching up to Noah Lyles towards the end of the London 200-meter gold diamond league. He's looking strong. He is looking very strong. And I could tell by Noah Lyles' body language when they were just, being no man at the end. But no. Lyles has to watch this boy. He can see. It was a brilliant run. 200 meters, I think Lyles did a 19.47, which was a meetings record. Tebogo did 19.50, African record. Broke Frank Fredericks' old record from 1996,
Uncle
19.68, which was unbelievable when Michael Johnson broke that 19.32, because they both broke the previous record. I think it was 19.72. What else? Wayde.
I saw a thing on Wayde this morning. I saw a thing on Wayde, and touch wood, the fellow can get back to his former glory, because we miss him, man. We miss having someone to cheer for at these championships.
Uzimbini didn't do too badly as well.
Who's the lady?
No,
Akani Simbini.
Akani Simbini. Yeah.
Hey, this guy, man. Help me with the press.
Simbini.
I'm thinking about a chick.
Simbini.
Okay, he's saying Simbini.
Simbine.
That model C accent I was telling you about. Simbine. Akani Simbine.
I'm talking to our audience.
Oh,
Akani Simbini.
Oh, no, I get you now.
So
The sponsors.
yeah, he's also been coming through.
No, I think he's gone now.
I think his best days are behind him.
Yeah, no, I think he's gone. Omanyala, the Kenyan guy. So those are the Africans to look out for in the sprints. Omanyala, Tebogo, I think of anyone else. I can't think of anyone else. The females from Namibia, I think there was that whole testosterone thing. So now, well, then there's the caster thing.
let's
It's
not
gonna
get
take a
started
while,
on that.
you know.
Yeah.
Let's move on to swimming. Guys.
Okay, what happened? With
Positive results.
For the
Tatiana
country.
Schoonmaker picked up her first gold today at the World Aquatics Champs in the 100-meter breaststroke, I think. Was it?
swimming? Yeah, that's an event.
Sure.
So we got something there. Let's cheer. Let's cheer as a nation. Hey, we need good news, man.
We do.
The town is getting.
We do.
The town is collapsing on us.
Which town?
Joburg town.
Oh yes, hey, that thing, hey man.
Gas cylinders
That
are
is
going
crazy.
off. So we need positive news, and
we do,
Tatiana
we
gave
do.
us that today.
Also, you're one of those stronger together. Sport unites us.
That's what sports does. That's what sports
what
does.
Tata
That's
said,
what
no.
sports
No, man, I think money and being on the same economic level will unite us even better.
Yeah, for sure. But that's long way ahead. Yeah. But in the meantime, we need things to wet the lips.
But
so
guys,
we don't crack.
But guys, Tata said, sport is what's gonna get us as a nation.
Yeah.
Do you agree with me?
I mean, I want the man. I
Once
want
you start
the man.
speaking about Tata, can we
a
just
child.
end it here? So if you like the content, just subscribe. Guys talking about sports. Tell us what you think about their thoughts and their views. We just keep doing it.
We are happy to be wrong.
Yeah. No, for sure.
I'm not. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, share, and be part of the community. Rugga Muffin.
Blah, blah, blah.